Dude, just because no rights are being taken from you doesn't mean other people aren't losing their rights. Why don't you look at Project 2025 and actually see what you voted for? Thanks!
Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Almost 4 weeks later after the election, and the Liberals are the gift that just keep on giving. Let's get right into it.
Biden is about to hand the White House over to a man who incited a violent mob, who compromised our national security, who has talked about being a dictator on day one, who just made a joke about running for a third term, who has said he's going to protect women whether they like it or not, who is being followed around by a billionaire who has, Elon Musk in on his conversations with world leaders, with Zelensky, who is clearly being blackmailed by Putin, and we're just going to hand it over to this guy? We're just going to be like, well, what can you do? Peaceful transfer of power. This is not a normal election. This is not normal circumstances. We are in danger. Our lives are in danger. Our economy, our country, our world is in danger.
You know, for the past 4 years, there's been a lot of back and forth between the Democrats, Republicans, the Liberals, Conservatives, whatnot. And on our side, the conservative side, we do a lot of research. We do a lot of looking into things. It just seems like nobody on the left does any research whatsoever. They just stick on MSNBC, CNN, and just listen to whatever shit spews out of their mouth. Let's keep going.
Project 2025 wasn't meant to be able to be read and understood by the average Trump voter. And I'm not saying that to be derogatory. I mean, quite literally, that the reading comprehension level necessary to read and understand Project 2025 is a collegiate level. And the average Trump voter does not have a college degree. Moreover, we know that the average American reads and understands at about a 6th to 7th grade reading level. That's why at all government websites really try to make sure that everything published is at a 6th to 7th grade reading level. That way the average American can understand the vocabulary and get the information that they need without having to try to puzzle through it and figure it out and use syntax, In medicine, we are constantly making sure that when we involve someone in a research project or we give someone a brochure in a doctor's office, that it's written at a level that they can understand and comprehend. So it's really interesting to me that this document, which, now post-election everyone's saying is exactly the plan, isn't at a level that most of the people that voted for the plan are able to read and understand. And yeah, I just find that interesting.
All right, so the issue that I have with this one, let alone it being about Project 2025, we're still hearing about this, is apparently, I don't know, did you Republicans know that apparently nobody's got a college degree on the Republican side? Is that a normal thing? Also, as she states, that the average American cannot read past the 7th or 8th grade level. Isn't that a little bit alarming? Wouldn't that call for reason to reform the education system, to take it out of the government's hands? Let's go forward.
And if I get one more email or text message from the Democratic Party asking us for money after we donated $1 billion in a month, and this entire administration just stood there and let this happen, we did nothing. We did nothing. And to have to watch Joe Biden in the White House shake that man's hand and treat him with dignity and respect as if he has earned that, after calling us, liberals, the enemy within, Joe Biden shook his hand, smiled, treated him with kindness. That was infuriating.
If you were a Democratic voter, and the Democrat Party is still approaching you for donations weeks after the election's done, that doesn't sound off any alarms?
I'm just going to put this out there because I think I'm onto something else. You know how Kamala Harris was widely criticized for being somewhat absent during her vice presidency, and, what did she accomplish? What if she was working and it was just highly classified.
Anybody that thinks Kamala Harris was sitting in the background for 4 years working out some type of top secret master plan on how to take down Trump 4 years later, really?
My question is, why is the Harris campaign still asking for donations then, if they're not going to do anything about it? Okay? We're over here sending money, and for what? For what? When we should actually be preparing for what's going to come, our way here in the next, not even in the next 2 months.
Okay, this is the second time now where somebody's asking, why is the Harris campaign still asking for donations? She's $20 million in debt. She's trying to get the American people to pay that debt. Wake up.
This is for President Biden, Vice President Kamala Harris, and all the Democrats that are in office. Do something. Stop this. You tell us for months what a danger this man is, and now he is proving it to everybody, and you guys are nowhere to be found and nothing is being done. People are demanding a recount. People are demanding something be done. We stood by you. We did everything you asked us to do, and then you just conceded and disappeared. And now we are all facing the hell that is coming. Nothing that we can see is being done about this. Nothing. You need to do something, because this is our lives on the line. You want democracy? Fight for it. We're doing what we can. We don't have the power. You do. Fight for it. Fight for us. We deserve it.
Fight for you how? The election's over. You guys lost drastically. If you just count it by landmass alone, I think it's 87.13% of America is now red, opposed to 13.87% that remains blue. There's nothing more to fight for.
That was not a concession speech. It wasn't. Listen to it as if you were doing an analysis for a college class and you had to read between the lines. She's a highly intelligent woman. She's a prosecutor. She intentionally chooses her words mindfully and with higher level thinking skills.
I just have to remind you, don't you ever let anybody take your power from you. You have the same power that you did before November 5th.
So read between the lines, listen to the message.
And you have the same purpose that you did. And you have the same ability to engage and inspire. So don't ever let anybody or any circumstance take your power from you.
First of all, Kamala Harris is not a highly intelligent woman. She's far from it. Chances are, at her upcoming Christmas dinner, if she actually even celebrates Christmas, and if she has to make a toast, she needs a teleprompter to do that even. She's an airhead. Sorry to let you all down. There's no mastermind. There's no cryptic messaging. She got demolished. She was a terrible, god-awful candidate.
Where is Barack Obama right now? Where's Michelle Obama? Where's Pete Buttigieg? Where's Chuck Schumer? And where's Nancy Pelosi? Our Democratic leaders have been so silent since the election, and we need them to tell us the plan. What are they going to do to either work with Republicans to stop fascism or put guardrails in place while they're currently in office right now to prevent Donald Trump from hitting the ground running? We should be hearing from them, and they should be doing everything they can, working day and night to push Biden's judicial nominees through. Where are they?
Can someone explain to me why the right is so obsessed with the border and immigrants? Because I can tell you right now, I do not think about immigrants or the border as much as they do. I could care less if immigrants want to come here. I mean, if we look at it, we're all immigrants. This is Native American land, in case we forgot. But why do they care so much? Is it because it's raising costs? Actually, it's lowering costs, because who do you think does the farming for you? Who works in the fields? Who builds your homes? Who works for low wages so you can go out to your restaurant weekly. Who do you think does that?
The fact that she says she doesn't think about immigrants at the border does not surprise me whatsoever. Have you seen how high her ceiling is? Her ceiling's like 20 feet high. That means she lives in a nice big house. And she's speaking down about immigrants. Basically saying we need somebody here to fill the gas in my car, to mow my lawn, and to make me French fries for bottom dollar. We need to have immigrants come on over so they can be low-class citizens and serve me. That's what she's saying.
Kamala, right? Our lovely lady, our beautiful, lovely lady that deserves to be in power, okay? She's waiting. She's letting all of the FAFO Republicans, she's waiting for it to build and build and build so that all of the people who thought they really wanted to vote for Trump or who just recognized Trump's name, I heard that, I was like, so those people that if they do a recount or a revote or anything, right, because they kind of have to, it's kind of crazy, Pennsylvania's doing a recount. Anyway, so she's going to wait for MAGA to be like, wow, that really sucks. I should have paid the policy better. I don't think I would have voted for Trump had I known the things that I should have known before I scribbled in the bubble. So she's waiting for those people. So there's so many of them so that on January 5th, when she comes in on her horse and she's like, what's up, MFers? I'm here to take my throne. And she rolls up. You're not going to have that many insurrectionists, and you're going to have a lot of MAGA people going, oh my God, thank whatever, thank sweet baby Jesus that she's here. And we will all go, I know.
I have not seen a single video of a single Trump supporter stating, shit, I wish I didn't vote for Trump. It doesn't exist. They're not out there. Everybody is happy, except for that small little tiny amount of you guys.
Quick question. When the price of everything starts going up because of all these tariffs, who is MAGA gonna blame? Like, I am genuinely curious because we know it's not gonna be their orangutan Jesus. They won't take any blame for themselves, even though we've been telling them for months that this is gonna happen. But they don't listen to reason. So who are they going to blame? Are they going to blame Biden again? Like they've been blaming him for the last 4 years? Everything's his fault, even though Biden inherited Trump's terrible economy and has only improved it, and it's actually really good right now. But they don't listen to reason. I digress. Who are they going to blame?
Where do these people get the impression that the economy is so great right now? I know it's really good for people that have a lot of money already, but people that are in the middle class, no. It's a terrible economy. So either this girl is filthy rich and she's loving this economy, or she's just a bubblehead that believes the economy is good because people on TV tell her it is.
Good morning. I took yesterday to be angry and miserable, and I also took yesterday to make the decision to block my father, who will still end up seeing this. So, hi, Dad. And yes, I did block him because of who he voted for, because he knows that I am trans, and he knows that I have had 2 abortions, and he still voted for Project 2025, which to me is reprehensible. I have my husband who loves and supports me to the ends of the earth. I have my friends who love and support me to the ends of the earth. And I have other family members who love and support me to the ends of the earth. And I genuinely do not need anyone else. I realize this is something not everyone is able to do safely, and I'm very grateful for my ability to do that safely. I cut my mother off until the day she died, and I can and will do that again.
So you're trans. You're obviously a trans man. You have a husband. You've cut off your mother until she died. You're willing to do the same thing to your father. You've had 2 abortions, and I see a baby seat in the back of the car. Good luck.
The hardest part that I'm reckoning with right now is that staunch Trump supporters voted for him on the basis of lies and misinformation that was fed to them. The days of respectability politics are out the door. If I hear one more person say, who you vote for is your right and you don't have to tell anybody and it's none of your business, those are not the days we're living in anymore. They don't know what Trump's policies are. They are that misinformed, and that is so frustrating to me. Like, I had that woman in my comments saying she voted for Trump because of IVF access. Babes, there's not even gonna be IVF access. What do you mean? It's all lies. It's all lies, and they voted based on lies, and they refuse to acknowledge it. I will move past this, and I'm going to start channeling my energy into preparing and community organization, where I have in the past also channeled my energy. But I will never forgive them. I will never, ever forgive them. I am a social worker, and I work with immigrants and transgendered folks, and today I'm going into work and I have to look those people in the eye and tell them I do not know. I don't know. I don't know what the future looks like for them. And that's terrifying. That's terrifying for them. And I'm going to do my best to support the people in my life that I can touch the best I can.
The fact that she is so gaslit, yet she's spreading the gaslighting and the fear-mongering. Trump has made it very clear that he's completely for IVF, and she's like, oh no, babes, that's a lie. But what's creepy is the fact that she's a social worker.
Oh, Trump, do you, pumpkin? I have a great idea. Show up to Thanksgiving with a shaved head and see what happens. You get extra points if you consider yourself a daughter of an American dad. Ooh, that would light his ass up, wouldn't it, babe? Because American dads have never really been given the room to adequately express themselves, it makes them real mad when you do for yourself. Even grumpier when you do things that are outside of what is acceptable to do with your appearance, like shaving your head. Other dad mad options would include getting a tattoo on your face or your neck or even your hands maybe. Ooh, or a facial piercing. That'll really set him off. I love doing shit like that so much. I even want to help you on your dad mad journey, cutie.
It's super obvious that this is yet another mentally ill biological male. What I don't get is, how does it not bother you women that somebody like this can speak to you as if they know how to be a woman more than you, and you're a biological woman? It doesn't make any sense to me. This person smiles super creepy, looks like the Joker, total creepoid.
You know, so he's out there appointing TV reality stars for his cabinet. And I feel like, you know, I just want to laugh because it's just this totally fucking shit show ridiculousness. Excuse me, I have a retainer in, so I'm like lisping girl. And then I remember that it's not funny. It's not funny. I try not to live in a constant state of terror of what is coming. And, you know, I gotta say, I feel like we deserve it.
Now, obviously, when she's saying reality TV stars, wouldn't really consider Fox as reality TV. She's obviously referring to Pete Hegseth. Is she not aware that he's got 20 years of military experience? He's served for 20 years. He's more than qualified for the cabinet position.
I just don't get why we can't have Trump and Kamala both be president, and then Kamala is only president to the Kamala supporters, and then Trump is only president to the Trump supporters. And then, we can find ways to identify one another, so then only the Kamala supporters get the Kamala's policies. I just feel like that would be way more fair, and I don't know why we haven't thought of it before. I don't know.
Now, I've never heard this concept before. Why can't we have Kamala as president and Trump as president, and Kamala will be president just over the Democrat side and the left, and Trump will just be president over the side, and they'll have their policies, I guess living in the same cities, because she didn't separate that. So that means if I'm on the right, I have certain policies I have to follow or that I benefit from that you don't. Would that affect laws as well? I've never seen somebody propose something that's so idiotic. And again, this is further proof that the education system in the United States is suffering and needs to be fixed.
Hey guys, so it's Tuesday at 12:30 and I just got off the call with Tim Walz and Kamala Harris. And, sorry, probably should have waited a few minutes. So first Tim Walz came on and thanked us, you, for everything that we did to help. And then Vice President Kamala Harris came on and said that we raised almost 1 billion with a B dollars, which is a record. And she said mostly not to lose heart, that we have some tough days ahead of us, and that hard work is good work and that we need to keep it up. We can't throw in the towel.
You know, the one thing about all of us is we like hard work. Hard work is good work. Hard work is good work. The thing that we like about hard work is we have fun doing hard work.
It was an extremely uplifting phone call, and they just went on and on and on about how thankful they are for us, for our help, for the fight, and to not give up and keep fighting for our country.